Alright, let's not fuck around. I want to be the first one out here after UFC 312. Let's get straight into it and get the video sorted. First up, we had Colby Thickness versus Alejandro Topuria fighting at bantamweight. I predicted this one. I said Alejandro would win. I thought he'd win via first round TKO or KO. We almost got that. He hurt fucking Colby in the first round, got him down, landed some ground and pound. Wasn't able to get the finish. Round ended. Ended up winning via UD. Colby had some moments. He was alright, did a bit better than I expected. Alejandro too good. Fucking at one point suplexed him on his head with some nice grappling. He appears to be the more Dagestani style brother of the two. He looks more fucking daggy. Fights probably a bit more daggy. I know they're Georgian or Spanish, whatever the fuck you want to call them, both. But yeah, look, good fight. Doesn't look as good as his brother at this stage. It's early on, but look, he looks like a good prospect and it's a good fight. So moving up, straight into the toilet break. Nah, just kidding. So look, I actually ended up watching this fight. It was good. It was better than the other woman's fight in this fucking card, the one that I was actually looking forward to. So Wen Kong, she impressed me. She got some good striking. She looks like she actually knows how to fucking fight. Like she was taught how to strike from a coach and not a get fit 90s fucking boxing disc. You know, she won via UD, but you know, she's good, man. I reckon she'll end up, fighting for a title someday. She looks real good. She'll definitely be ranked. She's not now, so yeah, not gonna waste too much time on that. But it was a good fight. I was impressed. So well done to Wen Kong. Up next, we have lightweight fight between Tom Nolan and Vyacheslav Borshev. Can never fucking pronounce his name right. I think that was it. Anyway, so this one I predicted Colby via UD. It was a nice, well-matched fight. Colby almost had Borshev in a DAS and then a guillotine in the first round. Borshev survived. Both dudes landing on the feet, having their moments. There was some nice head movement in there from Borshev at times and some nice fucking body shots and shit. Nolan looking good too. He's slick, mixing up his striking. Nice knees, fucking long range he strikes. He was good in close too. Nice hooks. He had a bit of everything in there. It was good to see. Nolan landing more consistently and cleaner in my opinion in the first round. In the second round it was closer but very competitive round. Could have went either way. I think, 50-50 round. I really couldn't pick a winner there. Third round, a few failed TDs from Nolan. Ended up on the ground but landed some nice up kicks. While Borshev was landing some nice fucking leg and ass kicks while he was down. Nolan did like a fucking, some capoeira breakdance fucking kick from the ground and landed like partially on Borshev and some other shit, some up kicks. It was nice. Borshev, he held the dominant position most of the round but not really doing fuck all with it. Nolan landed nice shots from the bottom, making Borshev have to move his head and avoid him. Landed some elbows when he had him down on the ground on his back and fucking landed some punches and shit. So I ended up having it 2-1 with Nolan winning the first and second. Borshev taking the third round. Nolan ended up winning via UD, so it's a win for us. We are 2 for 2 so far in terms of just wins, not necessarily style. Though I did pick the UD for this one as well, so we'll take that. Up the card, we have Jack Jenkins versus Gabriel Santos fighting at featherweight. This one, I was very confident in Jack taking it. He's a good fighter. He's a good prospect. I chose him to win via TKO in the third round. Didn't happen. It looked great early on for Jack. He dropped Santos with a head kick early in the first round. Got some nice ground and pound in. Santos gets a triangle choke in but can't finish it. Turn the tables a bit there. Jenkins managed to escape. They get back to their feet. Land some nice leg kicks on each other. So they both counter hook. Jenkins getting the better of it from memory. Santos shoots a takedown and gets it. Gets the top position. Ends up in half guard. Lands a couple shots. Jenkins trying to get up. Round 1 ends. Wasn't too much to it. Round 2 they come out. They exchange on the feet a few times. Santos looks like he's getting his timing down. Lands some nice shots. Leading the exchanges, winning them. Jenkins shoots a takedown. Santos defends it. Gets Jenkins down. He's in half guard again, trying to pass. He starts throwing elbows down on Jenkins, landing on the side of the head. Jenkins gets back to full guard. Santos is just smothering Jenkins from top, looking big and heavy like a big fucking wet blanket at this time. Jenkins is unable to get up. Santos landed some nice solid shots, but not doing a whole lot, just racking up control time and securing the round. So I've got round 1 Jenkins, round 2 Santos, 1-1 heading into the third. Third round, they come out, throw a couple light shots, some feints. Santos lands a front kick, stunning Jenkins, but Jenkins takes it and recovers. Santos goes for a takedown. He's got Jenkins back against the fence. defending the takedown while standing. Like, eventually he gets him down, and he's on his back. He's trying to get under the chin for the rear naked choke, and look, eventually Santos gets it. He wins via rear naked choke midway through the third round. So congratulations, Santos. Fucking unlucky for Jack. I don't know, man. He's a good fighter. It's just maybe he's not as good as we thought. Like, the skills seem to all be there. He got out of that fucking triangle choke, showed some grit, some determination. Like, he's a good fighter, but, you know, I thought he'd be ranked one day. It's not looking like it. Who knows? He's not that young. He's not old, but I think he's like 29, 30. So, if he's going to make a run, he better get his career together fucking soon and make that run. Anyway, I think second loss for an Aussie on the card. We had Thickness losing. Apart from that, fucking Aussie's doing well so far. We move on to the main event. Jake Matthews versus Francisco Prado, fighting at welterweight. Yeah, for this one, I think I said Jake Matthews would win via maybe second round TKO. I thought he'd have the crowd fucking, you know, crowd to hype him up, get him fighting at his best, and to be fair, he looked fucking good tonight. He was fighting at his best. It's good to see. I haven't seen that Jake in a while. So Matthews is looking sharp. He's landing some nice shots on the feet in round one, throwing some combos, looking fast. He's got the combos out. You know, fucking 2, 3, 4, fucking hook, uppercut, like to the body he's going. He's ripping to the body, going to the head. They're clinching up, he's landing uppercuts, he's mixing it up. Prado's looking good too though, he's mixing up a bit, he's looking sharp. Jake Matthews getting the better of it, you know, early on, just slightly, but they're both looking good. They get in close and they clinch. Matthews throws a nice fucking 4 or 5 uppercut combo. Fucking, you know, immediately Prado goes, nah, I don't want none of that. Fucking breaks the clinch. They break. Jake's pressuring Prado, pushing the issue and landing the better shots. Prado landed some nice low kicks. They spent some time feinting, looking for openings on each other. For a bit, you know, landing the odd shot here and there. Prado goes for a takedown. He gets it. Jake gets back to his feet fucking pretty much straight away. He lands a nice right as they break. They meet in the center again, exchange. Jake winning, and he ends up splitting Prado. He's now pushing and landing on Prado. And look, the round ends. I think Jake takes that one in a close round, but a clear win for Jake in that round. Round 2, we have Matthews putting together more combos again. He's fucking loving his combos, man, and all fighters throwing them, and they're looking good. Getting the better of Prado in these ones too. However, Prado lands a nice counter hook on Matthews as they back up, but Jake eats it. They clinch up again. Some nice knees from Prado this time and a low kick. Jake landing punches in between this, sort of, you know, off pace in between the fucking in the knees and kicks and shit. Close round so far. It's at a good pace. Nice. It's a pretty exciting fight. It's good. Both men are fucking, you know, putting in work, having their moments. Jake looking the better of the two. Prado shoots a takedown. Matthews defends it. Stand up for a bit. Prado fucking shoots again. He has Matthew up against the fence. He's not really doing much with it. They break after maybe a minute of just fucking up against the fence, fighting for like hand positioning and shit. Look, there's not really doing much. Jake ends up putting together a lot of combos again. Fucking as Prado covers up, you know, he's putting up his guard, and Jake just starts ripping to the body as he drops his guard, goes to the head. It's fucking beautiful to watch. I'd actually love to see him and JDM in a fucking boxing match. MMA gloves, but just fucking, you know, boxing only would be fucking good. Both in the same division too, so hey, if we might get lucky one day and see it. So look, Matthews appears to be up significantly on the strikes landed. I'd say overall so far, not like significantly. I mean like, fuck, he's not doubling his numbers or anything, but you know, he's landing like a solid amount more. Jake starts bringing in some nice head movement in there too. As Prado starts, you know, pushing forward, trying to land something, throwing some combos, some heavy shots, and Jake's just fucking slicking, bobbing, weaving, ducking, all that shit, getting out of the way. So Prado doesn't really land anything. The round ends. Matthews is up 2-0, I think, heading into the third round. Third round, look, more of the same. Matthews getting the better on the feet with those fucking combos. He's leading the dance. Prado's just landing occasionally some solid shots, shooting and failing a few takedowns. Jake's mixing in the heavy movement again, so Prado's missing even when he does put together a combo. Basically just continues like that for the whole round. Matthews ends up winning a UD. So win for the Aussies. I did pick Jake to win. I was going with my heart rather than my head, I said, though, you know, we'll take it. So Matthews wins, Aussies wins. I get another one up. I didn't get the method of victory, of course, but we chose the winner. Alright, moving on. We have Jimmy Knock-Knees Crute versus Rodolfo Bilardo. Now this one I happily got wrong. So I picked fucking Rodolfo Bilardo, I think. I definitely chose him. I think I chose him by TKO. Second round? Early second round? Something like that. But nah, fucking Crute, he came out there looking good. He did. He came out there looking a lot better than I thought. Especially early on. We ended up seeing him later on. You see the fucking knock knees, stepping on Lego shit I was talking about, especially in round 3. But look, we'll get into it. Round 1, Bilardo goes to do a takedown and literally throws himself on the bottom position with fucking Crute on top of him. I've not seen anything like it. It was fucking hilarious. Look, Crute ends up on top. They're just fighting for positions. Fucking Crute's, looking for a submission or some ground and pound. Fucking they don't really do anything with it. Bilardo scrambles, almost gets out. Matthew stands up and they just break and land some shots while he's postured up. Then gets Bilardo back momentarily, and he moves into half guard. So he gets on his back, he's trying to get something, loses that, goes into half guard. Finally, Bilardo gets up, they stand. Some nice shots landed by each guy. Crute gets the better of it, lands a nice hook behind the ear and rocks Bilardo. He falls over. Crute jumps on top, landing some nice shots, splits Bilardo, and that pretty much ends round 1. There wasn't too much in it. So Crute wins round 1. Round 2, they come out, they exchange low kicks, for a bit, fucking back and forth. Crute starts throwing hands and landing some. Rodolfo clinches. They break. They clinch again. There's some nice uppercuts from Crute. Bilardo lands a nice hook to the liver. They both end up getting in some exchanges. Crute goes for a takedown after this. He gets Bilardo to the ground, but he gets straight back up. They break away. They're both back on their feet. They're both looking, they're slowing down now. They're both starting to look fucking laboured in their shots and, hands down, a little bit more plotty. Crute's looking more tired, but he's still throwing, he's still landing. Both are still landing. Crute again lands several nice uppercuts as they clinch. Bilardo landing some nice combos as well. Close, tough round so far. They got some, wild exchanges on the feet where they're just fucking throwing because they're too tired to worry about the defense on there. They clinch again. Crute wins the clinch with uppercuts again. He does it every time. Look, the round ends potentially, 1-1. Maybe Rodolfo took that round, I thought. I had it 2-0 for Crute heading into the third. But, the judges, I think they end up seeing that differently. So, we got a 1 apiece heading into the third round. So, they're both tired. Bilardo's looking the fresher fighter, though. Crute's still landing, though, some solid shots. Crute goes for a big shot. Bilardo takes him down with a nicely timed takedown. Crute's on all fours, sort of like crawling toward the cage. He gets back to his feet. Crute starts landing some combos again. Nothing super clean or heavy, but still getting in some strikes. I've got Crute slightly up so far. About 1 minute left. So it's dragged on for a bit. Not too much happening. He lands some nice knees in the clinch. Crute does. Bilardo lands a couple of nice low kicks. Nice little 1-2 from Crute. Another 1-2 from Crute and a solid hook from Bilardo. They exchange jabs. Last 20 seconds they're exchanging. Crute sticks his tongue out. Bilardo ends with a jump knee, a jab and a hook, potentially still in the round. I had Crute winning 2-1 I had Crute winning 2-1. But, whatever. It wasn't a robbery. I can see Rodolfo winning. The judges ended up giving him the majority decision. Or was it a majority draw? Majority, something like that. It was fucking weird. I swear they said majority draw, but it was a very, very close one. And Rodolfo ended up getting it. I chose Rodolfo to win. So, look, that's good, I guess. I did think our Aussie Crute won, but fuck it. We'll move on. Up next, we have Justin Titty Tuffer and Taliesin Teixeira fighting in the heavyweight division. Fucking Mark Hunt clone number 2 up against fucking... Man, I don't know what the fuck you want to call this dude. Anyway, fucking Titty Boy versus Titty Boy. Look, this fight, I don't even know what to say about it, bro. Like, Mark Hunt clone number 2 gets KO'd in the first fucking 40 seconds due to nasty elbows from Teixeira, followed by just fucking, punches. It makes sense now why the UFC had this guy Taliesin fighting a guy like Tafa in his debut. I thought it was a big challenge for him, but he's clearly, he's a prospect with some skill. He actually has some athleticism and skill, unlike these other fucking, fat, plotty heavyweights. As far as I'm concerned, the more of these blobs that get eliminated from the sport, the better. It's not a good look when your elite heavyweight fighters have bigger titties than Sydney Sweeney and more rolls than Rooster 5'9". Like, come on, man, what the fuck are we doing here? Anyway, on from this fucking shitter of a fight, we have a fight I was looking forward to, then up being another shitter thanks to fucking Tatiana Suarez, fucking sport killer. These fucking people who, if they grapple, right, and they do nothing with it, or they get you to the ground because they can't fucking strike, and they just fucking sit on top, landing one fucking shitty fucking punch every 15-20 seconds, just fucking laying on top, stalling the fight. They make me fucking sick to my stomach. Any cunt who fights like that should be dropped from the UFC. If I was Dana White, you fucking gone. If I see one fight like that, you're gone. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you're the champion. You're fucking gone. None of that bullshit. No stalling fights. No fucking laying on top. If you're laying on top, you better be going for submissions. You better be fucking ground and pounding. You better be fucking active. And if you're not, stand the fuck up. Learn to strike. Don't rely on one fucking skill. So I chose I chose Tatiana Suarez to win, to fucking Nate Diaz her way in there on Weili Zhang, and to submit her. Didn't happen, thank fuck. Weili Zhang, or Zhang Weili, on the feet was piecing her up. No, not piecing her up, but getting the better of her. Like, she didn't have much opportunity on the feet, because all Tatiana did was fucking shoot takedowns. Fucking lay on top, but Zhang ended up beating her at her own game. It was a fucking boring fight. I ended up tuning out after the second round. I didn't really give a fuck at that point, but yeah, at least fucking Zhang won. Cut fucking Suarez from the sport. Fucking Squidward, fucking man looking like motherfucker. Also can't fight. Fights like a fucking drunk retard. But whatever. On to the main event. This makes up for the shitter of a co-main. So, this is a good fight, man. I chose Dricus to win this one. I think I said 4th round TKO or KO for this one. No, actually, I seen submission. 4th round submission. But, look, didn't end that way. We ended up getting fucking Dricus winning via 5 round UD. We'll go through the fight round by round, and we'll get to what I thought of it in the end. So, round 1, not a whole lot of action. Pretty fucking slow round, especially considering, both guys knew each other and they said they were going to sort of go at it and push the pace. Whatever. Is what it is. It's a typical Strickland. We've seen jabs and teeps, not much action. We've seen some nice kicks from DDP though. Throwing a lot of kicks, a lot of variation to him. Legs, body, head, spin and back kicks. It was a close round. DDP, landing the cleaner shots and the heavier shots, I think. So I had him taking the round, and a close but clear round for DDP. Moving on to the second round, they open up a little bit more. Some nice shots landed from both fighters, but DDP just busts Strickland's mouth, has him bleeding. DDP's bleeding on his nose at this point, just on the bridge of his nose, so they're both, both got little cuts and that. Fucking nothing too serious, but, both landed some alright shots. Strickland's getting the upper hand early on in the round. DDP landing the better shots later in the round. DDP starts mixing it up well, starting to take control of the fight. And look, Strickland, when he throws, he's landing, but he's just not throwing, he's not engaging enough, which is a problem for Strickland. Like, when he's throwing, he's doing well, but he just won't pull the fucking trigger. They start exchanging again, both landing good shots again. It's pretty even round so far, but once again, DDP landing more shots, probably the heavier and cleaner shots too. So, again, I got DDP taking the round, 2-0. Third round. Beginning of the third round, they hype up the crowd. Come on, you fucking guys, man. You know, hyping up the crowd. It's cool to see. DDP opens up with some kicks again. Starting at the legs, moving to the body, then the head. He's been mixing up the kicks fucking well in this fight all night. Then DDP lands a couple of nice heavy shots over the top. A nice 1-2, then a big right overhand as they're in close. Strickland throws a nice body to head combo, landing clean and heavy to the body. Exchanging back and forth. DDP then lands a nice clean spinning back fist. Like, he was fucking as clean as it gets. And then you heard the noise too, and Strickland just ate it. It's impressive, man. Like, Strickland has a chin. Don't forget, like, just because you got KO'd by Poatan, don't let that think. No, don't let that cloud your judgment. This man has a chin. Poatan's just a fucking freak. Because DDP has some power too, and the back fist he landed didn't even rock fucking Strickland. It was impressive for both men. But obviously, you know, you don't get scored for having a good chin. So, you know, Drickett's doing well there. Sean lands a nice 2-3 as DDP has his guard up. DDP then lands a spinning back elbow, like not long after, which Sean fucking eats again. Sean lands a couple over the top as he does. Starts throwing the stiff arm fucking hooks or whatever you want to call them. They start landing. Starts throwing the jab and that overhand right hook. He's getting success with it. DDP decides to shoot the takedown and take Strickland down. Sean gets back up and lands a big overhand right again. The round ends. Tough round to score. I had DDP clearly winning until the last minute. Strickland might have stole the round. I'm going to give it to Sean, so I had it 2-1 to DDP so far. Could potentially be 3-0 for DDP, but I'm giving round 3 to Sean. Round 4, DDP landing all the shots in the first minute. He's not landing, you know, a shot every 5-10 seconds, nothing crazy. He lands maybe 3-4 jabs, a fucking leg kick in there, a body kick, something like that. Then lands a huge shot. I think it was like a big lunging left straight that fucking breaks Strickland's nose. Immediately puts Strickland on the back foot. He's got blood pissing everywhere. DDP's now pressuring Sean. He's going in for the kill. Sean, though, you know, he handles it. He at first, you know, he's a bit shocked. He grabbed his nose like, oh, fuck, man. He's not liking it, but he regains his composure. He survives. DDP still, you know, he's landing some nice shots. But Strickland, he starts throwing back. He's still in the fight. You know, he lands a nice counter right of his own on DDP. DDP catching Sean at the end of his long-rangey shots again. But, you know, Sean's backing up at this point. So it's taking, you know, Adesanya style, actually. Backing up, head back, fucking, so they're not doing too much damage. He's doing that whenever he sees fucking, you know, DDP ready to fucking bum rush him or push forward. He's just backing up. Smart, it works. But, you know, DDP's still landing them. Just not with that much power. And then, you know, Sean starts throwing in the final 10 seconds. Again, like, fucking leaving it too late. He starts landing and shit too. It looks good, but it's too late. It's not enough. It's a clear round for DDP. If you're a tough judge, potentially a 10-8. I don't think it was a 10-8, but, like, judges throw some crazy shit out there. So, yeah, clear round for DDP. Now, at best, it's 3-1 for Sean. For DDP, sorry. At worst, it's 4-0 for fucking DDP with a potential 10-8 round in there. So Strickland, there's no fucking way Strickland's winning this fight now. He needs a finish. And we head into round 5. His coaches are telling him, you know, Sean, you gotta engage in the middle of the combinations. In the middle. Go in the middle. You know, because DDP starts throwing these combos and he starts and ends well, but he's like, engage in the middle. He's not. He's just covering up, and he's not fucking throwing enough, and he's not going for the finish. And man, like, you know, it ain't easy going in Drickers. I'm not saying I could do it, but fuck, like, you'd think, you know, you want the belt again that bad. Like, I know he knows he's fucked up, but he's just not. He's not pulling the trigger enough. And that's what his coaches are telling him. And yeah, anyway, so look. That's basically what happens. There's not really much more to say about it. Like, round 5, Dricker's just solidifying the win. Sean didn't go for the finish. DDP's is too good. There's no controversy in this one. It's a clear UD. Arguably, you know, DDP won every round. There were some close rounds, maybe a round or two that maybe could have went either way. But I think DDP probably won, at least 4 of them, if not 5. Look, on to Drickus. I feel bad for Sean. I like Sean. He's still an elite fighter, still top of the chain, but I don't know. I don't see him fighting for the belt anytime soon again. We're going to move on to Drickus, though. This is by far the best Drickus I've seen. By far. Sure, he didn't finish Sean or anything like that. Didn't KO him, didn't submit him. But in terms of striking, by far the cleanest striking, although, it doesn't necessarily matter if it looks clean or not as long as it works. It looked a lot more effective. It was a lot more effective too, I'd say. He switched up the kicks beautifully. He gets them up there nice and quick. He landed some nice head kicks as well. Sean fucking ate because he's got a good chin. And, he's spinning back fists, spinning elbows, fucking spinning back kicks, and then just fucking nice inside leg kicks, low kicks, body kicks constantly, roundhouse, and then he's fucking lunging punches which he lands. It's just looking good. Everything, he had some takedowns in there, everything was looking good on Drickus. He's improving, and we're clearly seeing it now. And this man is not an easy fight for anyone. This is by far the best version of Drickus we've ever seen. And look, I've been saying this for ages, and tonight's performance just solidified this for me. DDP is Khamzat Chimaev's nightmare fucking matchup. Don't believe all the hype. Khamzat, he's an animal. He is. He's not a dude to be fucking messed with. He's got great grappling, great striking. But come on, man. Let's not act like he's looked impressive on the feet against fucking Gilbert Burns and Marty Usman. 2 welterweights. He fucking almost lost to him. He arguably could have lost to both of them. And Usman was coming in on short notice. Yeah, sure, he just fucking smashed Rob's jaw. Impressive. Freak accident. Didn't see him on the feet. I don't know, man. I think he's going to be shocked by Drickus. And look, I thought Rob was going to give him a shock. I was fucking dead wrong there, so maybe I'm wrong again. But Drickus doesn't give up. Unfortunately, you could argue Rob at times has done it later in his career. Drickus won't get tired. He will be there for the 5 rounds. He's well-rounded. He's got a fucking weird style that you can't really emulate. And he's good everywhere. He can knock you out, he can submit you, he can take you down, he can defend takedowns, he can do it all. He's big too. Look, it's going to be a great fight. I'm fucking hyped for it. I really hope it's the next fight now. Khamzat necessarily, maybe doesn't deserve it. I'd like to see him fight once more, but for Drickus, I think he deserves it. I think he gets a win, and then he did call out Pereira after the fight. If he beats Khamzat, I wouldn't be mad at seeing him fight Pereira next if Pereira wants that. It'll be fucking, well, if Pereira still has the belt, even if he doesn't, it'd still be a fucking great fight. But yeah, look, anyway, that's enough for UFC 312. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I'd love to see what you have to say about it down below. If you've got any questions or anything, any comments, any suggestions, fucking chuck them down there. And look, thanks for sticking around if you have. Cheers, lads. I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.